What's good, everybody? It's Kobana, and today I'm going to be showing you how I mix my trap beats with just using stock plugins. You don't need Waves bundles, you don't need FabFilter Pro, you don't need etc. etc. It's all in the DAW. So first thing I want to do before I start mixing is send everything to the mixer. Highlight everything, you double click, and then you go into the mixer, and then you shift, control, L, and it sends everything to the mixer. And so the next thing I do when I begin to mix is I just listen to the beat so I can see where I want to go as far as the mix. So let's listen to how the beat sounds now. I'm going to play it like halfway through the intro and then I'll let it go.
Oh, Banner.
All right, so what I hear right now in this beat, the drums is hitting way too hard. They're distorting. Also, the melody could pop through a little bit more. And those snares or whatever I use, I think I use claps. Those could punch through the beat a little bit more. And also the hi-hats. I'm not enjoying the higher frequencies in the hi-hats. So the first thing I do when I mix, I wanna solo out the melody. So let's solo that out for a second. I solo it out and then I let it loop. So what I want to take out is some of those lower frequencies. So what I'm going to do is put the parametric EQ2 on it, and then I'm going to go to a preset that is already within, and then I'm just going to cut a little bit of the low end out, probably to about 40. That's still a little bit too low for me, so I want to keep going until I feel like I have reached a frequency where it will not clash with my 808s. That's perfect. That sounds amazing right there to me. So I'm going to just keep it like that. Next, I want to solo another melody. When you listen to sounds, you want to listen for a frequency and a sound you don't enjoy. So for this one, I'm going to mute this as well.
Oh, Banner.
All right, so for that, I'm not really enjoying so much of the mid frequency. So what I'm going to do is grab another parametric EQ and then mess with the mid right here.
Oh, Banner.
And just so I am able to... All right, so I want to mess with some of the low end as well. And some of these higher frequencies I could eliminate. Usually when I do my melodies, I like them to be at negative 12 dB. Well, between 12 and 9. That's where I like it to be. And I feel like it sounds cool right there, but I do want I'll take a little bit away. I'll take a small amount away. Cuz I don't want it to overpower this. I want to see if it sounds good together. Let's see if it sounds good together now. All right, I'm going to turn this main melody down just a little bit. All right, that's cool. Now let's see how everything sounds with the drums. I know we're going to have to do them drums next. Them drums went too crazy. All right, so there's another melody that I want to mess with. Let's see where it is. I think it's this right here. The cradle plate sound. Where is that? Right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is grab 2 parametric EQs. I'm going to take out, for the first one, I'm going to take out some of the lower frequencies. All right, let's solo this out. I took a lot of the low frequency out because I'm enjoying this part right here. Also, I'm cutting back some of the higher frequencies as well. And also, I just want to turn down the amplitude of this. Turn it down just a little bit so that it's in that 9 and 12 decibel range. That sounds good for that first EQ. So for this second EQ, add back a little bit more of this range. And then I want to eliminate a little bit of the mid. Also, what I'm going to do is, because I want this to pop a little bit more, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it all the way to stereo to the left. And then what I'm going to do is send it to a bus channel right here. And what this is going to do is initially is going to make it louder and it's going to make it stand out. See how much louder it got? I don't want it to be that loud, so I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. Also, if you did not know this is right here, this section right here is also an equalizer. So if you find yourself using a parametric EQ and it doesn't take all the frequencies out that you would like, this will double back and also eliminate some more. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to add all the melodies back together just so I can hear how they sound. That sounds good to me. Okay, so the next thing I work on is the clap. Let's get the clap in here. Let me see. So what I do for the clap is I send it all the way to mono. And then what I'm going to do is send it to a bus right here. And initially, the bus makes it louder. And it makes it stand out. And it makes it cut through the beat. I'm going to keep it just like that. So now we're going to do the hi-hats. Let me see where the hi-hats is at. So what we're going to do is get the parametric EQ. Once again, we're just about going to put the parametric EQ on everything besides the drums. I don't really put anything on my drums. So what we're going to do for the hi-hats is we are going to eliminate a good amount of the higher frequencies. And we're also going to send this to mono. All right, let's do the open hi-hat. And just so there's a different dynamic with the open hi-hats, what I like to do is I like to pan left or right. Not fully, just partially, probably like 20, 30%. All right, let's work on this vocal. The vocals sound pretty good. I'm probably going to turn it down just a little bit. All right, here's a snare that I have in here. Let's work on that, see where we need it. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. It's not clashing with the beat. It's not too loud. You know, it's in there kind of cute. So I'm going to just turn it down just a little bit. And I'm also going to pan this to the right just a little bit. And I'm going to send it to mono. There's another open hi-hat that I see. So since I got two open hi-hats in here, so I'm going to pan one to the left and one to the right. This one I'm going to pan to the right. And I'm going to turn this down a little bit more. And as you go and as you mix, right, you'll start to hear other instruments. They're blending together better. And also sometimes you hear the melodies that you EQ, it may not work anymore. You may have to go back and fix a frequency. You may have to eliminate something, or you may have to add something. We have I got more instruments. I got more instruments here. Let me see. So usually, this is my preference. I do the 808 last because, you know, I feel like in trap beats, it has to, first of all, your 808 gotta hit. This 808 it has to be very significant. We're gonna do the 808 next. All right, let's see where the 808 is hitting right now. Let's unmute everything. Okay, obviously this is way too loud. So what we're gonna do, the first thing I do with my 808, right? Crazy, I don't put anything on my 808. People always ask me, Cabana, what's on your 808s? Nothing. Nothing's on my 808s. Literally, like my 808s are butt naked. There's nothing on my 808s. I just mess with the volume. Okay, so what we're gonna do is mess with the volume. We're gonna turn it down just a little bit because obviously it's peaking. We're gonna let this 808 go till it hit like just below the 0. We looking for just below the 0 or to the 3, like between them, between just below the 0 and the 3. That's where I like my 808s to hit. And once it gets to the master, see, it's on the master now, it's right below the 0. All right. All right, so here's the secret sauce with the 808s. Secret sauce with the 808s. Secret sauce. All right, right. It's something so simple, bruh. And it is gonna make your 808s hit every time, but you gotta do it right. So you're gonna sing your 808 to mono, right? This is what I've been doing the entire tutorial. I've been sending all my percussion to mono. All right. So the 808 is gonna go in mono, and then what we're gonna do is send this 808 to a bus. But what I haven't showed y'all is I should be, when I send these instruments to a bus, I should be naming them. I have yet to name them. I'm about to name the 808 one. 808 bus, right? Now, if you have been paying attention, you would know when I send things to a bus, they get louder, right? So this 808 is definitely going to peak once we play it again. Listen. Way too loud. So what we're going to do is turn this down, and we're actually going to send the bus to mono as well. That's the 808 sauce. I'm telling you, it is going to make your drum hit every single time. You just got to do it right. It can't be too loud. You got to turn it down and send it to mono. All right, so I got some ear candy right here. So what we're going to do for the ear candy is we're going to send it here. And then we're going to turn it down a little bit. And then we're going to put it to stereo just a little bit. Put it on stereo. And then what we're going to do is put the parametric EQ on it, right? I'm going to take some of the low end now. I'm going to cut it. Okay, I think that's cool. That's cool, right? But I also like my ear candy to have a little bit of reverb on it, you know? So we're going to turn the wet up a little bit, the dry down a little bit. And then we're going to turn the decay up just a little bit, right? And then we're going to hit the tempo button. And then we're going to take away a little bit of that, a little bit too much reverb. That's a sexy sounding reverb. That's sexy right there. All right, so we're going to put one more thing on this ear candy. Some phaser on it, some fruity phaser. And then here is a preset that I like, the Dreaming preset, but we're going to turn it down just a little. Yeah, that sounds crazy right there. All right. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit more. The only thing I hear is I want to turn this melody down a little bit more because I feel like it's too dominant. So let's turn it down a little bit more. And then there's like another bass in here that to me it sounds perfect. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to do anything to it. It sounds good. If it sounds good, don't touch it. That's my rule. If it sounds good, don't touch it. That's it. All right. So let's hear the beat from the beginning.
Cabana.
you're looking for initially when the beat is complete, I feel like it sounds amazing. You want to look for this. Listen. It's just this much below the zero. This much below the zero. They give it a little bit of headroom. You know, it's not spiking, it's not peaking, it's doing its job and it's hitting. So what I do when I'm done, obviously it was already on here, but I just put a parametric EQ right there. I don't touch any of the parameters on it. I keep it flat. And then what I do is I put a soft clipper at the bottom so I make sure the beat isn't clipping. Now I'm gonna let y'all hear what the beat sound like without the soft clipper. I also want y'all to look at what the beat is doing on the master without the soft clipper. It's clipping like fuck, ain't it? It's clipping. It's clearly above the zero. So when you put that soft clipper on it, right? It's exactly where you need it to be. Now, being that I already had made this beat and I just took everything off the mixer and I put it back on, the FL clipper was on it. I do not suggest mixing with the clipper on it. I feel like it's something that you should add after. But if it works for you, it works for you. As you can see, I really didn't add much to it. I didn't add much to my mix. My mix is very simple. This is how I mix 99.9% of my trap beats, literally. I send things to mono. I send all my percussion to mono, and then I throw a lot of them into a bus. I'm usually way more organized than this, but I'm just trying to show you guys a nice workflow that works for me. You know, and usually I do use a template that I created on my own. I do suggest, creating a template that works for you. Tapped into this tutorial if you watch it from start to finish. If you watch 2 minutes, 5 minutes, don't matter. I appreciate you. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Don't follow me on Facebook. Yeah, follow me there. Definitely going to be posting more content. So make sure you subscribe right now.